So some new men to my channel have been making foot requests that I have no intention of granting. It might be worth reiterating, reminding newer viewers of mine that my channel is not a foot channel. My channel is a channel where I create videos where I talk and intentionally or not on my part, you may catch glimpses here and there of my feet. It's not a guarantee, okay? So I'm not going to be creating videos. Anyway, I already told you, I'm not pleased with my feet up close. Don't even think I'm going to be creating any videos up close talking about my feet, etc., etc. Isn't going to happen, okay? Isn't going to happen, period. My foot is hurting me right here on the side where I have that hard skin. I don't know if that's what that is, but I need to cool it with walking with heavy groceries, because last time I walked with heavy groceries, I'm sitting here worried about my back, because I told you I have a periodic history going all the way back to 2008 of bulging disc back injury, okay? That never goes away and will periodically rear its ugly head. Like, I hadn't had any problems between 8 and 12, and then the end of my time in that shelter, I had problems I had caused, okay, by, as we already established, walking around every single day for hours and hours and hours, carrying pretty heavy shit, not obscenely heavy, but heavy enough when you're carrying it around all, like, for 12 hours, all day long, you know. Not constantly, because obviously I don't walk all day long, but you know what I mean, for hours, because I didn't want to leave it behind. I didn't trust leaving it behind. So. Point being, I had had no back problems for years, and then they reared their ugly head, and it wasn't pretty. It was not pretty, okay? What you doing? So, when I walk with the heavy groceries, I feel it in my back and shoulders, and I rest periodically, but last time I also felt it in my feet, okay? And now this one foot is hurting, like on the side. It's probably how I walk, it's probably whatever. Anyway, I need to cool it with carrying heavy groceries. I just need to nip that in the bud. I'm not at all pleased with the bottoms of my feet. I already told you guys that. And that is also my fault. Remember, the contractor put in that new shower, new tub, and it's definitely, I feel a little less safe. Apparently it did come with things down the bottom, but perhaps the tub that had been here forever, things down the bottom were just better, since everything nowadays is better, okay? It was built into the tub grooves or whatever, and this is, I think we should get a bath mat, not just for my mom's sake, because it doesn't feel all that safe, okay? So I don't scrub the bottoms of my feet. I don't know if I ever scrub the bottoms of my feet, but you know they're getting clean. They're sitting there in soapy water, okay? but you're supposed to scrub them to exfoliate them. So, on to my next thing. You who know me, you know how much I love a bargain. A bargain that's worth it. A bargain that's something that I would want, okay? This was at my store. My store has clearance. Actually, different stores I go to have clearance tables, okay? Anyway, this was at the store on clearance. And it was marked on the clearance $4, so that's what I figured it would cost. I thought, $4 is a good deal because it's organic shit, and I recently introduced my mom to scrubby gloves that, one of the good things my shelter friend of a different race that may have caused problems in her mind, I genuinely cared about her. I would frequently, stroke her ego and, whatever. It doesn't matter. But it was truthful. But it doesn't really matter. The fact is, she introduced me to scrubby gloves. She told me about them, that they make your body, they scrub down your body way better than a face cloth. And she's right. So I've used them ever since. So I've used them now for, going on 8 years. Thought someone told me you don't have to, that they're not, like, you don't have to wash them or whatever. They don't get moldy, which I don't see them getting moldy or gross or whatever. So that's true. These say you replace them once a month. Anyway, I just showed you what they are. And $4. I mean, I paid that for a pair of scrubby gloves. I introduced my mom to scrubby gloves, and she has some difficulty getting the gloves on her hands, right? But they are very beneficial exfoliating scrubby gloves. So, when I saw this, I'm like, whoa, I'll get like, they say to replace them after a month. I'll get 2 for my mom, 2 for me. I won't pay the original price is $16. I wouldn't pay that. No way, no how. For sure. And then they were ringing up half of that, and I ran back and got the last one. They also had can openers under $1 that I'm like, I went and talked to a manager I know. I'm like, are these pieces of crap? Why do you have a can opener for this cheap? It's ridiculous. And she's like, no, they're originally this price, 6, whatever they are. And she's like, I bought a couple less. They're not crap. We're just getting rid of them. Oh, that cheap though? You might as well give them away. And I always have problems with can openers. Even when I buy more expensive can openers, they don't last long. So why not invest for that cheap? They were so freaking cheap, they may as well give them away. And I bought them, the last of them. And I bought all of these. She's like, and there was something else that was really cheap too, but I got the last 2. I'm sorry. Like, thinking to myself, you don't have to apologize. There's no apology in the clearance thing that has awesome things. You can grab every fucking one, even if they're 20. I don't play that game. If I'm not doing it, I could grab whatever I want. I don't have to save anything for anybody else. It's not like I'm grabbing 100. So anyway, I went and grabbed the last one of these. There were 5. I had gotten 2 for my mom and 2 for me. So it's not like I'm buying them all for me. And then I grabbed the last one because they were so cheap. They're cool for $2. I mean, let me get this off. They're organic. They're made of organic cotton. Stretchy. Best results: replace your exfoliators every 30 days when the ink on their rims begin to fade. Stretch fiber technology, unique blend of materials ensures a smooth, even exfoliating experience. The Care by Clean Logic exfoliating bath glow is textured to renew and revive the skin, bring back its natural healthy glow. The Care by Clean Logic dual texture exfoliating body scrub is designed with an exfoliating side to revive skin and a soft, hairy side to pamper sensitive areas. The Care by Clean Logic exfoliating stretch washcloth is designed with flexible material that stretches up to 3 times the size of a regular washcloth for total body coverage. Anyway, I thought that'd be cool as hell. Face cloth for my mom to use. You get it? Because she has difficulty with the scrubby gloves. And she doesn't take showers all the time. She washes up in lieu of taking showers. And now she can use this as a face cloth all the time. It doesn't say there, you don't wash it. You keep it for 30 days and then you toss it in the garbage. I'm liking it for $2. Can't beat it. Can't beat that for $2. God. I got 5 of them for $10. I paid $5 for a pint of Halo ice cream. You know, gone like that. These will give enjoyment. You know, benefit the skin. To my mom and to me. She'll like the face cloth because she has difficulty, like I said, with the gloves. And she'll use them, but only when she takes a shower. So, and she doesn't take showers that, you know, that often. So. Anyhow. Speaking loud, obviously, she is not home. Sometimes I've noticed I don't speak loud when she isn't even home, and that's just foolish. Maybe it's out of habit or whatnot, but it won't kill me to speak loud. But I'm not taking these off. I decided to put coconut oil, slather coconut oil all over my feet. Of course, then he smelled and then he wanted to go after him. I wouldn't let him. And then put this light slipper on top. That's what you can do with creams and lotions and oils and whatever. Then they get absorbed. And I'm not happy with the bottoms of my feet. Not at all. I might have select viewers who don't mind it or even like it, but I don't like it, okay? I don't like it. It didn't used to be that way. So I was looking up ways to get rid of it. Supposedly, I say supposedly because then you go to MD or doctor, and then they say you shouldn't do that, but there's always you can do this, and someone else will say don't do it. Supposedly to get rid of calluses and dry skin and stuff on the bottoms of your feet, a quarter cup of Listerine, a quarter cup of vinegar and water, and soak for 15 minutes, and supposedly it gets rid of it. It's on different sites. I think it's Pinterest or something. Whether or not it works is, you know, who knows. All I know is that I don't look at the bottoms of my feet, and then I have a video with the bottom of my feet showing, and it disgusts me, so I don't like it. That would be reason enough for me to not grant certain requests I've been getting from new viewers or new fans of my feed, if you want to call them whatever. My soup came out delicious, but I'm going to cook up in coconut oil, same virgin organic nativa coconut oil that's on my feet. It's going to remain on my feet. Very nervous about this pain in the side of my foot. So I need to cool it. I need to be aware and stop pushing my body so hard. I might have in trouble. I do want to soak my feet. I can soak I think I have Epsom salts. I think I do. I could soak them. My feet in Epsom salts and add some apple cider vinegar too to the mix. I don't think I have Listerine. I don't use Listerine. We have a lot of stuff here that we don't use, that hasn't been thrown away, that needs to be gone through. I opened up the vacuum. I'm hoping I know how to put it together. I can figure out how to put it together. Yesterday I received what appears to be a huge disappointment regarding that fucking TV. I went through hell and high water. That my mom got it for free in the end. Okay? I'm not even going to argue with Churchwoman because I told you it's generally a lesson in futility to argue with her, even if you know you're right. I know she told me when she said, your mom's TV is this way with these things, and now TVs are made different, and they're lighter, and they have a whatever. I've never purchased, I don't know the number of times I've purchased a TV in my life. Never. Amount of times amounts to never, okay? If you tell me all the TVs are made the same, like, I know things happen like that sometimes. Just like faucets used to be separate, hot, cold, and because too many people they don't do that anymore. It's not legal anymore. That's how it was here, because it was the old place, but now it's the one faucet, and these kind aren't even illegal anymore. And that's so people don't get scalded. Well, I just thought, when she says all TVs are like that, I didn't get the TV off of eBay, I didn't get it used. And it's expensive TV, it's a Samsung, originally 500 and something, that I got at a discount for my mom because of Black Friday, okay? Well, as an aside, I've already learned the hard way that my mom doesn't think or doesn't have in her head that I deserve notice when she's bringing anybody into my supposed home. So I knew better to be up and about yesterday when my mom might be coming home from church. Because you just never know. She might, and lo and behold, I was right. Omar and I were hiding in here. But I had my earplugs out and I heard a church woman here. And I heard, it's the wrong TV. And I'm like, you gotta fucking be kidding me. Of course, I texted her. I don't want to argue with. I said I'm not going to argue with you. In the past, when I had a relationship with her, I'd be like, you told me I didn't have to worry. That I was under the impression, apparently false impression, that any TV I bought now would be the new kind of TV. Because when I said I don't know what kind of TV to get, they make them different now and lighter and this and whatever. I thought that they don't make the other kind anymore. It's like my mother's old TV. No, it's the wrong TV. And then she was talking about returning it. And I heard my mom say, we have it for free. I don't think that registered in Churchwoman's brain. Because, like, do you have a receipt? Even if we're not returning a TV that we got for free, okay? We're not doing it. I don't think she understood that part. Thank God my mom wound up getting that free if you don't want to count the hell I went through. In the end, instead of getting another TV over, we have two TVs that are the wrong kind for my mom. So rather than take Churchwoman's word for it, we're going to have somebody, from the church come in and say, if my mom really wants it up on the wall. But I don't know, apparently Churchwoman was saying there's only certain TVs you can put up on the wall. You're supposed to have the one that's lighter, and she led me to believe that all TVs are made different, lighter and whatever. Was my impression of what she was telling me. It doesn't matter. I'm learning all the time that I'm just better off with her not in my life. I was pissed as all hell that it just went back to square one. I wanted to order the right kind of TV, the one churchwoman said to get. But even this TV would be better set up than the one my mom currently has that we lost the screw, as I said, during moving. And it's just balanced on my mom's bureau, and that's just a disaster waiting to happen. Okay, I even get nervous going in her bureau with that TV like that. Comcast guy said, it's okay, you just have to be careful. You know, it can just sit here, it doesn't have the screw, and, you know, I don't like that. Told you. I'm trying to make sure my mom is as safe as possible, even though she never wants to listen to me. Very frustrating. I won't elaborate. Use your imagination. There are things that I know she needs to do, and she just forgets or is stubborn or whatever to protect herself, you know. But such is life. I don't know why this foot is suddenly hurting me. Delayed reaction. I carried not as obscenely heavy, but I think we're having a delayed reaction here because Thursday I carried really heavy stuff, remember? And then Saturday I carried semi-heavy stuff, and now my foot is hurting me in ways that it has never hurt me before. It's hurting me towards the side, where some of you have seen the video. There's some sort of hard callous skin here that has an indentation on the side. It's not like something in the middle. It's on the side here. And it is hurting me enough to be a warning sign to me. Hurting me enough that I just need to not leave the house for a while, and I'm just cooling it. Like I said, I also slathered on the organic, the nice coconut oil on my feet, and put these on to seal in the moisture. Oh, I read too, you should never pick at that skin or the callus or at anything. It can cause infection. So we need to never do that again as well. Is it me? I need to give him his drop. I'm using up those drops. I told you that bottle's horrible, and I learned it because I'm observant. Oh, I looked to make sure it was running, and I forgot to look to see how much time I have. 45 minutes. That phone going off wasn't intentional, but even though it might be annoying to you, it at least prevents me from talking for nothing. Look at this stupid acorn, AKORN bottle, and tell that now. But like I said, I did my experiment. I proved I was right. And every time I put this in his eye, the drop goes down the side, and it forms all crusty shit on the side. And that does not happen with the Sandos. Okay? I was unhappy with this bottle from the very start. And I proved I was right. And I'll never get it again, that's all. I got in an emergency because I can't just, walk out the door and go and get from, we go far away, I've told you that, we go far away to his eye specialist. That's why I said to my doctor, his doctor, I can't be doing every 2 months, doc, it's too much. I still need to go get my mouth guard. It came in much faster, more quickly. Like it came way sooner than I'd expected. And different things came up. Bad weather, me not, I needed to postpone it and I wanted to postpone it. Now I gotta call and make an appointment so they don't think I didn't get the message. It was so funny. I could predict him though. I knew if I put coconut oil on my feet, he was gonna try to go after it. He'd smell it, he doesn't know. I wouldn't let him. Would not let him. I went back to sleep. Did we go back to sleep, huh? Crashed on the couch. Watching TV. And I wake up and I'm too tired to officially go to bed. I'm gonna add some garbanzo beans, some substance to my delicious soup. Noodles aren't a substance enough, so I'm gonna add some beans, smush them all up. Whatever that is there is causing me to walk different, and that's causing some sort of pain. I'm in the same sneakers though. Let's make that clear. It's not like I suddenly switched sneaker brands or size. I've been in the same fucking sneakers for years.